A blind knight that uses echolocation, viewing the dark, treacherous world through sound. Trapped in a dungeon keep, endangered by combatants, where hazards lurk around every corner. Make sound to have vision, or don't and be stealthy. Avoid impaling threats throughout the dungeon to escape. Engage with other prisoners.
Rogue Knight I've been hearing about. Could you find the key and unlock my cell?
Free them to fight back with more allies.
Let's take this guy.
The dungeon labyrinth has many paths and even more traps. Struggle through the darkness to find your freedom.
When Alex became a god, he thought he would have no problems at all. Until... He landed in the Divine Dimension and was tasked with protecting the entire multiverse.
Am I connected to every single Alex Ambrose that ever existed?
Alex could travel across dimensions, defying the laws of time and space, to help other Alexes throughout the multiverse. But then everything changed.
No! Aw!
I have to go back and save them.
But if Alex went back to the mortal world, he would relinquish all of his power and his memories.
I don't have a choice. I must go back.
When Alex returned back to Earth, he goes back to being your average business tycoon millionaire, unaware that the people he cared most about are in danger.
Someone help me!
Yvonne, what happened?
I was attacked by a monster. Alex? What's going on? Get away from him! He is my boyfriend!
Who attacked Yvonne in the forest? What will Debbie do next? Who will Alex choose between the two women? Will Alex ever remember who he was before traveling into a different multiverse? To hear what happens next and whether Alex can stop the deranged monster before he strikes again, listen to the original audio drama, Insta Millionaire Returns, only on Pocket FM. Download the app now and find out.
Presentation.
Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody out there in Turn 200 land. Welcome back to Turn 200's coverage of the Mission Art Challenge Top Split Strength of Field broadcast here on the Sunday afternoons here in the Central Time Zone in the United States. My name is Tommy Cook. I've got this one solo once again. Matt Williamson off enjoying life, and I'm off here enjoying what is going to be a stacked field at what was a very challenging race course here for the Thursday Top Split, which I only made a couple laps in. Miserable for me because I'm a terrible driver, but this is a challenging car and an extra challenging circuit here. 2.54 miles, 16 turns unofficially. There's only 12 on the layout, but there are several turns that are just not numbered for whatever reason. Regardless, we're here at Road Atlanta today for the first time in Turn 200 history. This is a great circuit, albeit a challenging one. A couple of big elevation swings, as you see a couple of drivers navigating the downhill section there in qualifying. About 2 minutes left to go. Again, 22 drivers are set to do battle here. A high strength of field as well. I think about 10 drivers up over 3,000 I rating. And it's a who's who here today once again around Road Atlanta. We'll see who is out on track here. Qualifying is over for Rebecca Davin, but Olivia Hayward is yet to post a time, and Olivia's on their second lap. How about Ella Spice getting that big win last week at the Nürburgring? I'm upset that I missed that, but the whole community was buzzing. And, that's not going to bode well for Olivia. I don't think that should be a 1X off track. The Thursday Top Split race was difficult. We talk about the lateral loading on these tires, well, especially in that downhill section and this downhill to uphill rise and swing through these turns here. This car does not like Road Atlanta. No doubt about it. And there we go. That is qualifying all wrapped up. And it's time to go racing here at Road Atlanta. And with the top time here, it's Hunter Engrav. He will lead the field to the green flag. Jonathan Oshalim will be on the front row. Casey Knight in third. Javier Mascara and J.J. Wang, the current points leader, the two-time and defending series champion, lines up fifth. Franco Scurry then in sixth. Timothy Reed is back today. Timothy will start in seventh. Olivia Hayward, Leah Noodle, and Andrew Murphy, your top 10. Ella Spice back in 11th. Indica Scarlett will round out the top 12 here. James Watson back at 13th. Cameron Fowler in 14th. Georgie Trepsick and Christopher Matthews on row number 8. Rebecca Davin and Fabian Bronst then on row number 9. It's Sean Bowman and Jaco Lindeval. Rounding out your top 20 starters, Henk-Jan Seneker way back in 21st, and Adrian Johansson will round out the rest of the starting lineup here. Again, 22 drivers getting ready to do battle here today at Road Atlanta, being led off by an interesting group. Hunter Engrav and Jonathan Oshalim battle it out at Watkins Glen. Towards the beginning of this season, Oshalim has gone on to win multiple times this season. Engrav still looking for his first here. But it's all to play for today at Road Atlanta as we are getting ready to make the dash down into turn number 1. The green flag is out, and we are underway. Good work there by Engrav to hold on to the top spot. Casey Knight battling here with Oshalim. And Knight will hang on to second. Oshalim fends off J.J. Wang for third. Wang up one position here. Clean start most of the way through the field. Ella Spice already up 2 positions as we work our way down the big downhill here. Olivia Hayward with a pass on Ella Spice. There is J.J. Wang with a big move on Jonathan Oshalim. 2 quick right-handers here and some contact between Oshalim and Mascara. Mascara now under fire from Timothy Reed. That's 4th, 5th, and 6th. But up front, it's still Hunter Engrav. He's got a half a second lead. Remember how powerful the draft is on these long straights. A couple of drivers looking for a passing opportunity here into the big slowdown. Oh, problems further back. It looks like Olivia Hayward, Indica Scarlet, Leah Noodle may have run into some problems. Oh, boy. That is a mess there into that corner. And yeah, huge problems here for Olivia Hayward. We'll go back and take a look at this in just a moment. We'll take a look back up front. This is Casey Knight in second. A second and a half behind Hunter Engrav already. Knight, Wang, Oshalem, and Mascara, the rest of the top five. Now, we'll go ahead and take a look at what has happened here, and it's already happened. So we'll put a stop to it and back it up. This is with, I believe, Olivia Hayward. Hayward, oh yeah, forgot the grass was over there, ran it off into the grass, is going to bring it back across the track. And that will stack up a few other drivers, Leah Noodle included. JJ Wang with a hefty points lead entering today, well over 100 points. Another great season for the two-time defending all divisions points champion and the two-time defending Sunday-only champion. Wang tracking down Casey Knight here, a teammate for what will be second. Last time by, a 1 minute 20.07 for Hunter Engrav up front. He is certainly the fastest driver on track, uncontested up front. Nearly a 3-second advantage for Engrav, looking for his first PMR victory here on turn 200. Second winningest driver in channel history, though. Wins with the ASRL Sports Car Championship and the Daredevil Series, as well as some exhibition victories across turn 200 competition. Timothy Reed getting closer and closer to Javier Mascara. I think Andrew Murphy has just had some sort of an off track in his battle. Trying to get up to James Watson, who's back on. Janko Lindvall as well has dropped to the back of the running order. Things tightening up here for second. Not only does Casey Knight have to contend with J.J. Wang, but now Jonathan Oshalem as well. And Timothy Reed still all over Javier Mascara. Oh, problems for Adrian Johansson into the big braking zone. He'll drop now all the way down to 22nd. Don't forget, right after this, folks, I know Indy qualifying will be going on and the All-Star race will be starting up for NASCAR, but quick little afternoon or evening event for you. Mission O from the new Atlanta Motor Speedway. Mission O has been a riot in its first season. We'll have to continue that trend here. And here goes Reed trying to take it around the outside here. And we'll do it. Nicely done for Timothy Reed. He had Franco Scurry and Ellis Spice coming up here rather quickly on this group, excuse me. So, good a time as any to pull the trigger. You see Andrew Murphy did end up getting around James Watson just behind that group. JJ Wang fading away a bit from Casey Knight. Tire temperature management is the key here today. This car does not like lateral loading. It doesn't like elevation changes. Well, brother, that's just about all you can do here at Road Atlanta. A hello to Pivot and Indica Scarlet hanging out with us as well. Of course, Indica out on track right now, running in P12. Casey Knight backing up. So we'll check in with our race leader. 3.7 second advantage for Hunter Engrav right now. Ella Spice trying to track down Franco Scurry. Oh, and problems for Georgie Trepsick, it looks like. Oh, yeah, Trepsick, that is around the final turn there, headed back to the pit straight. So Trepsick will get back going and slot back in the line in 17th. And, of course, Jeff in the chat with us. I'm not sure I know what that means. Unless that's something that I just absentmindedly said. Which would not shock me. Here goes Oshlim with a peek. Trying to outbrake JJ. But falls back into line. These two digging hard. So is Timothy Reed. Look at Timothy Reed's time at the line. He is a little bit quicker than JJ and Jonathan right now. Olivia Hayward trying to regain some positions after the spin. Has gotten up to 16th now. None of the camera angles we have here, which for the record I want to say, we showed the ad at the beginning of the show, but these cameras are not provided by Whiplash SimCams. But I don't think this camera pack really does the elevation change justice here. Lots of blind rises and crests all over Road Atlanta in just 2.5 miles. They really pack a lot in here. Coming up to the halfway mark of the race. Casey Knight still trailing Hunter Engrav by almost 5 seconds now. As we continue to watch this battle for second. This is about the closest battle we've got on track. A few other battles within half a second, but these two are almost nose to tail. As Wang taking a lot of curb there and finds himself off into the grass. Just as quickly as Timothy Reed is reeling in Jonathan Oshlim, Javier Mascaro wants back into the mix as well, so he may have another go at Reed. As JJ trying to stay on the podium. Whoa, way wide there. Wang a little weaving. Here goes Oshlim. Off to the left here into the left-hander. JJ runs it wide. Going to try and clip this one. A little contact between the two. JJ will come out ahead for now. JJ really had to run that right-hander tight. These two have raced hard all season. There are two winningest drivers here. They've won all but two of the Sunday top splits here in Season 2 of 2024. Olivia Hayward with a win at Road America a couple of weeks ago, and Ella Spice with a win at the Nürburgring last week. I don't even know what to say about that, Flinky. But appreciate you hanging out. Big lead for Hunter Engrav. It's all him here inside of 8 minutes to go. And here goes Oshalem once again. Another look here into the downhill. This time, JJ, no worries. And here, all of a sudden, as these two scrap away, is Timothy Reed once again. See Oshalem bobbing and weaving down the straight there. It's getting difficult for these drivers to hang on to this car. Well, I don't know what to tell you, Flinky, but Lightning McQueen is wrong. And I said it. More problems for Jaco Lindvall. Looks like he has gone off the track once again. Here's your race leader. We'll check in on him. 6.5 seconds ahead of Casey Knights, who is almost 2 seconds ahead of this train here for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and I guess 6th as well. Back to Javier Mascara. Wang with some separation. This is Timothy Reed looking to have a go on Jonathan Oshalem, but not this time. This car looks like it's stepping out a bit. We just had a problem for Franco Scurry, who was in 8th. He's going to give up that spot to Andrew Murphy. Looks like he had a bit of an off track. So much curbing there, and boy, that bout got Timothy Reed out of shape. Well, it really got him around. He was out of shape there. Good job to hang on to that car. That had serious trouble written all over it. There goes Oshalem. Back into line. Take a quick look into here. This is Andrew Murphy. Looking for 7th on Ellis Spice. James Watson's given up 10th to Indica Scarlet now. So Indica into the top 10. And Spice covered off there. The advance from Murphy. Rebecca Davin, Aaliyah Noodle, Fabian Bronst, Henk-Jan Steneker all pretty close together here from 12th to 15th. Oshalem, meanwhile, and Timothy Reed have all reeled in. JJ Wang once again leading a nice little DRS train. Oshalem goes wide there. May open up an opportunity for Timothy Reed to launch an attack here. He'll look to the inside at least. Oh, man. These guys are driving on ice skates. This is for 4th. Oh, problems for Leah Noodle. Noodle is crashed. We'll take a look at it here after we see the results of this pass, and Reed sails it in there. Door check there to Oshalim. So Jonathan will hang on to the spot. Reed trying to outbrake, and outbroke himself. But Oshalim is driving this car on the ragged edge, and this is what J.J. Wang wants to see. Mascara back into the mix. Timothy Reed and Oshalim absolutely having a dogfight here with 3.5 minutes to go. Quick peek at what happened to Leah Noodle. Oh, boy. That's a big shot there. Go back to the live images as Oshalim and Reed and into this same corner that we just saw Noodle have that problem. Easy to lose track of your braking point into that right-hander, and especially easy in this one. It's all Hunter Edgrav up front. Big draft train down the long straight. Red Atlanta gives off a big tomahawk steak vibe. Are we about to see a tomahawk being thrown here? Yes. Reed going to get it done. Timothy Reed up to 4th. 3 spots from where he took the green flag at. Now Mascara going to work around Oshalim as well. Should have 2 laps to go. Oshalim just trying to stay in the top 5 now. These two are battling behind them as well. This is Murphy and Spice, and Murphy will take the spot. Christopher Matthews, I'm showing, just had an accident, but he is back up and rolling. Olivia Hayward and Fabian Bronst will be for 14th. Olivia had that spin early. Not going to be the day that Olivia wanted. But still fighting hard here. 4 positions. Hank Gunsteneker, James Watson's been going the wrong direction here as well. Still in the green from the drop of the green flag. But Hank Gunsteneker, this will be for a plus 10 after not posting a qualifying time. It's the white flag for Hunter Engrav. And we'll follow Engrav around here. Let me take it through the kickpot cam as well. So the battles inside the top 5 have dissipated. We'll take a look back at Jonathan Oshalim here before much longer, because he is now starting to fade back towards Javier Mascara a bit. And grab 2 corners to go, and the victory will be his for the first time here with the Mission Art Challenge Top Split Strength of Field broadcast on Turn 200. Hunter Engrav takes it at Road Atlanta. Casey Knight going to post up for a nice P2 here today. It'll be J.J. Wang finishing in 3rd on the podium, 4th to Timothy Reed. And Jonathan Oshalim will round out your top 5. Bronst and Hayward still going at it for 14th. But Hunter and Grav with the win here on the Sunday top split. And Casey Dine, I'm sure, will be pumped up about another podium here. JJ Wang, good defense all day. Was never in it for the win, though. And I believe everybody is finished, so we'll go ahead and get to that full finishing rundown here. Yes, indeed. On our end grab with the win, Casey Knight in second, JJ Wang in third. Hopefully we'll talk to all three drivers momentarily. Timothy Reed, Jonathan Oshlam, your top five. Javier Mascara will finish in sixth. Andrew Murphy in seventh. Ella Spice in 8th, Franco Scurry in 9th, and Indica Scarlett will round out your top 10. James Watson in 11th, Hank-Jan Steneker, the big mover of the race, will go +9 and will finish in 12th. Rebecca David then will finish in the 13th position, Fabian Bronst in 14th. 15th place for Olivia Hayward, 16th for Leah Noodle, 17th for Christopher Matthews, 18th for Georgie Trepsick, 19th for Cameron Fowler, and 20th for Adrian Johansson, 21st Sean Bowman, and 22nd Janko Lidvall. Will round out the rest of the field. Waiting for JJ Wang to pop up here in third. A reminder, don't go anywhere. Right after this, we are going to launch straight into the Mission O from Atlanta, not Road Atlanta, regular Atlanta, the Oval. So that is what will be coming up here next. And JJ Wang has hopped into the call here. So we will go in search of him just as soon as I figure out what is going on here. There we go. JJ Wang will bring home the bronze medal today, the points leader with a P3 here at Road Atlanta. Welcome back to the booth.
Yeah, hi, Tommy. It's a decent day, honestly. Oshalim was complaining a little bit about us not working together to kind of keep up with Hunter, but honestly, I don't think anybody has a car to beat Hunter today. He was just on another level, which is impressive for him because he doesn't have much experience in this car, and he basically ran away from the top half of the field, which is good. But yeah, no, I was more focused on points today. I got really nervous when I was all the way down in 5th, and I knew I needed to be aggressive on the first laps because it's hard to pass here, and the tires overheat pretty much instantly. So you just have no grip. And outside of nerfing somebody just off track, it's just really difficult to get purchased to even on the inside. I'm sure you saw, like, it was just tough to get the car rotated once the tires just heat up.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a couple of different tracks, the Nürburgring, Rudskogen as well, that are particularly unkind to this car. But this seems like it takes the cake in terms of, I don't think I've ever seen the field skating around as much as I have here, especially in that big downhill section there in the first few turns. I mean, what is it like to try and muscle this car around here?
Scary. Honestly, I feel like it's like going skiing. It's just like you have momentum, the momentum pulls you one way, and you're just kind of along for the ride and hope you can nudge it the right way. That's how I view kind of driving this track. It's not even so much the speed. Jeff, my engineer, we chatted about it last night. It's honestly more the elevation. This car just hates elevation changes, and Road Atlanta is the elevation track, right, of America, basically. So it's just like, all those ups and downs and those dips. The weight of the battery really pushes the tires into the ground and really burns them up. But I mean, I had fun out there. I hope the action was good on camera, even if there wasn't maybe a lot of passes. Oshalim did do his best, and credit to him. I appreciate him racing me cleanly. He got by me cleanly at Nords, and I was happy to kind of just kind of work it out this time around. And I think today's a really big hit on his championship. So I'll just have to see how the point shakes out for the next 2 weeks. But I'm feeling really good about that, especially with Timothy behind, passing him.
Well, yeah, nicely done here today. Shout-outs for you.
Yeah, first of all, always have to give shout out to you. Indy qualifying is today, and taking the time off to do this instead of watching, the good racing is like, hats off to both you and Matt. It can't be said enough. It's definitely greatly appreciated by everybody in the community. Looking forward to the Mission O, of course. Big hats off to Casey. I'm really happy for her to get her second podium, and her pace in the car has really improved. Hank Yan from Promex coming out as well. James Watson, our team boss, kind of continuing to soldier on. He's kind of struggled lately, but I think the next few tracks he's more confident at. So hopefully have a better showing for him as well. And honestly, hats off to all the front guys. Hunter for coming out. Oshalin for racing me clean. It's probably been the highlight of this is the best season I've ever kind of raced against people. Just really clean, really hard, and just kind of, yeah, it's been fun all around, and I hope everybody else feels the same.
Yeah, we got Mission O coming up at Atlanta, and Summit Point next week ought to be interesting as well. So we'll see you back here in just a little bit for Mission O, but go celebrate a P3.
Yeah, thanks so much, and twrssetups.com for our Team Watson setups. Gotta get my sponsor in. So yeah, thanks so much.
Yep, can't forget TWRS for sure.
Yeah.
And there's JJ Wang. We'll talk to Casey Knight here. Another P2 for Casey Knight. Well done, partner. Congrats.
Thank you. And it's on another. This will be my first one.
I thought you had, maybe I'm mixing up my Thursdays, but I swear we've had you up here in booth 200 for a Sunday race before.
Yes, but that was for finishing third at Skodegan.
Oh, okay. But it's a podium regardless, and I mean this is a pretty good one for you as well. You had to do a little bit of defense on JJ Wang there for the first couple laps, but outside of that, it was cruise control as much as you can do at a track like this.
There was nothing cruise control about that. I've been on a weight loss journey, honestly, and I feel like I just lost another pound of sweat right there because, oh boy, that was probably the most unexpected thing for me ever. I was in the practice session before this, and I'm sitting about like 7th in pace compared to everybody else, and I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to just send it on this qualifying lap, and next thing I know, I'm doing 16s, which is apparently really good. And I've started on the front row. I got lucky on that start with Oshalim going a little bit wide. They actually gave me the spot. They were being a little bit nice, expecting to get it back later on pace. But then JJ snuck right through there. And I just went head down, and I kind of went into a zone. But Hunter's on a whole nother level of quick.
Yeah, that's Hunter for you. But, I mean, yeah. I mean, talk about trying to wrangle this car here today. This was a difficult car track combo.
Oh, absolutely. This car, and especially in some of these corners, this car is like a greased pig. You just can't get a hold of it at times.
Oh, well done. Yeah, a great P2 for you here today. Shout-outs for you.
Yeah, I want to thank everybody at Circuit of the Americas and SRO for having me out there, and everybody at the Toyota Gazoo Racing Toyota Cup that were so nice to me out there this weekend. And also a new sim racing center that just opened up in New Braunfels, Texas, Oasis Sim Racing, the only fully licensed iRacing simulators, like full motion and everything. They got 20 of them. And they just opened up about 5 days ago. So I visited them on Friday, and I've never been so happy in my life playing on somebody else's rig. That was a lot of fun, and I can't wait to go back there. But yeah, if you're in Texas, head over there. Everybody at Team Watson Racing and JJ just for once again getting me into this series. And hey, this is my first season. I still can't believe the improvement for just like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm starting 10th, finishing 9th, 10th, 7th, 2nd. Still blows my mind, especially in extremely high SOFs. I thought I was going to go back to like a 5th place finish today, but no. Held it in there, and everybody watching, and you especially.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, go celebrate a hard-earned second place here. We'll talk to you again soon.
I'm going to celebrate by sleeping because I still haven't slept for 24 hours.
Oh,
'cause
Lord.
Yeah, I decided just like, I'm going to wake up at 2 p.m., do the bike stands for 24 hours, Daytona, Nürburgring. I'm having a stroke here. Nürburgring, watch F3, watch F2, watch Porsche Cup, go to a bar, watch F1, come home, decide to just watch the rest of IndyCar practices, and it's like, oh, this is going on, and now, oh yeah, IndyCar qualifying is going on. Okay, bye.
All right. Have a good one. And we'll talk to your race winner now. Hunter Engrav is back in booth 200, but for the first time here as a winner with the Mission R Challenge. Nicely done here today, partner.
Thank you.
Well, I said this to Casey earlier, and I knew it was a bit flippant, but, I mean, cruise control out front here, but, I mean, nothing cruise control about this car track combo.
No, not at all. At the beginning, my goal was just try to get out of the draft zone in the first lap. I knew that would have been crucial. I did, but I was thinking that JJ and all them guys were going to start coming up and the gap was going to close again. And luckily, it just kind of never did. After lap 3 or 4, the car started getting a little loose. And yeah, that kind of then fit to more my driving style because I was more like a loose vehicle. So yeah, it was interesting. My goal was just to finish with the 0x clean race, and yeah, it kind of went from there.
I mean, this is we've seen you more and more pop up this season. You were in it for the win at Watkins Glen earlier this season as well. But I mean, to come out here and win at this difficult of a track, it's a statement piece here today, I would say.
Yeah, it's an interest track. When you think the car's about to rotate, it doesn't, and then when it just understeers randomly, especially turn 1's to me is the scariest one because if you go off in the grass, more likely you're just gonna go off into the wall. But yeah, it's probably my second favorite track, so hey, that's a little reason why I got a little bit of speed. Always loved this track, so yeah.
Well, another win for you here. Congrats. Who do you want to shout out today?
You, as always, of course, for doing a phenomenal job at broadcasting. My mom, my dad, they're probably watching in the living room right now. So shout out to my mom and my dad and my got a message from my teammate Kevin. He watched us. Shout out to him as well, and JJ for doing a heck of a job making this series and broadcasting it. This is the only reason why I got in this car. So thanks to JJ.
Alrighty, partner. Go celebrate another win. We'll talk to you again here soon.
Sounds good. Thank you very much, sir.
And we're going to go on a quick off here because the Mission O lobby just opened up. So, yes, join us back here very quickly for Mission O from the Atlanta 2022 Oval. Upcoming broadcasts, we've got nothing on Wednesday nights. ASRL is off this week. Thursday night, it is Charlotte for the Max v CNC Home Designs Truck Series and Summit Point next week from the Mission R Challenge Top Split Strength of Field broadcast on Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, as always. That is the next time you can see us here on a Sunday, except for Mission O coming up right now. So we'll be back here with a separate stream in just a few minutes, but please give it up one more time for Hunter Engrav, the winner here today at Road Atlanta for the first time with the Mission R Challenge. This has been a live broadcast on Turn 200. Be sure to hit subscribe and hit the bell to get notified of when we go live next. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.